good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for checking out Lock and Talk. We're here about NFL starts tomorrow today. I'm your host, Barry Bonds, founder and CEO of Locker-Report.com. Make sure you guys go to the site. You definitely want to go to the site for this week's show, for the stuff that we're going to talk about today. You'll follow me on all my social handles on Twitter at Locker_Report. On Instagram, LockReport100, all small caps. On Facebook, LockReport.com. And also check out the Lock and Talk podcast that's on Facebook. And you know what?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's right, man. Hey, look, go to YouTube right now. Subscribe to the channel. The site is growing. The station is growing. The channel is growing. Subscribe. Make sure you guys be a part of this great success of NFL content that you will not see anywhere. I guarantee it. Hey, folks, today is going to be even more of a different show, evaluations. This is the part that I love because now I get the opportunity to put some names out there for the players from the small schools, the overlooked, I would say those gems that no one really looking at. Probably has some eyes, but not too many eyes. All of this need is just one other little tap to say, hey, watch out for these guys. It's all about trying to get in front of NFL scouts, y'all. That's what it's all about. When these players get in front of NFL scouts, it's totally up to them. And I'm sure that the names of these players who we're going to call out today, if they get that opportunity to get in front of NFL scouts, true NFL decision makers, boy, they will not be disappointed. Let's rock and roll. We already talked about the offensive players. Now we're going to get to some defensive players from these small schools to watch out for. Now, we're going to start with some good linebackers. Stoney Jackson from Liberty. Check this out. 6'2", 225 pounds. He actually transferred from Prairie View. He was one of those guys I was looking at for the HBCU breakdown, which we will get to later on a couple of shows from now when we talk about some players to watch out for the HBCU rankings. But he wound up finishing his collegiate career in Liberty. This guy, in one word, is a savage. He's relentless, quick, explosive, solid hand technique, good feet, high football IQ, solid edge technique. He really does a good job getting off the edge, getting to the ball carrier. Very savvy. His closing speed, check it out. His closing speed is just ridiculous. Look how fast he's getting to. I tell you, and he is coming, folks. He's like a freight train. Yes, strong hands, slippery between his blockers, agile. Gets leverage, know how to play the edge very well, very versatile, very athletic. He's instinctive, but yet very patient. He is not easy to fool. He can play it against the run. He also can drop back in the coverage. I would say this young man is very determined. Stoney Jackson from Liberty, this young man had the talent. Just get him in front of some scouts. I believe that if he gets some scouts, his whole life would change. He's that good of a talent. State my name on it. Matter of fact, go to the site. You'll see his name in the written part of the article at Locker-Report.com. Also, Jordan Major from Lafayette, 6'1", 220 pounds. This dude definitely does a great job in shooting the gas. Very instinctive. Tremendous upper body strength. Great balance and control, strong hands, great feet. Look how he stays on his toes, always on his toes. Very balanced, tracks the ball very well. Plays the run very well. Good leverage, reads the quarterback. He had what I consider good game day speed. Not the type of speed that's going to kill it in the 40, but it's something about game day that gets him fired up, and he just takes off. So good game day speed for him. Good fundamentals, uses his body well. He's a pure tackler. We all can see that. His plant and drive is really good. He's truly a finisher. Best part I like about it, he is a leader, a born leader. So watch out for Mr. Jordan Major from Lafayette. Willie Eubanks III from Citadel, 6'2", 230 pounds. Explosive. I mean, look at him. This dude is coming at you. I'm glad my son not playing against him. He's coming. Great acceleration on his pursuit. Strong, intense, solid anticipation, very confident, explodes on impact. There you see it right there. He attacked with his eyes up, high energy from all directions, strong hands, great feet, balance control, plant and drive is solid speed for his position. He's actually, I would say, elite against the run for his position. Make good plays on the ball, solid leverage, uses his body well, have good speed, know how to get to the quarterback, especially from around the sides. He definitely had what we consider a good NFL body, good hands, a pure athleticism, solid technique, and the best part about he has active hands. His hands is always moving. Mr. Eubanks, watch out for this young guy from Standouts. Can really do some stuff in the next level if given the opportunity. Let's get in front of some scouts. Here we go. Now this young man right here, he I mean, Drew Sears from Lindenwood, Missouri. 6'1", 225 pounds. This guy, look at him. He's relentless. He's always on fire. I think he wake up in the morning just want to hit everything. I mean, probably hit his toothbrush, hit anybody there for lunch. I mean, this guy just want to hit. Let me give you more of a breakdown. Also, one of the things I like about him is that he have good catching ability. He fires right off the bat. Right off the snap. His pad level is great. He know how to get his pads down. Solid communicator. He's a true student of the game. High IQ for the position. He also put his teammates in the right situations on the field. He always keeps his eyes in the backfield. Pressures the quarterback well. Play against the run really good in coverage. Explodes on impact, as you can see here. And the thing I like about it, he sinks down very well. He know how to hide in front of those big defensive linemen, and next thing you know, when the ball snap, he is taking off. His plant and drive is one of the best in college football. So, Mr. Drew Sears from Lindenwood, young man, I think you got what it takes. Let's get in front of some scouts. Who's some scouts we watch you, because you definitely need a shot to try to get to the next level. That's for sure. And there are several other linebackers to watch out for. Go to locker-report.com to see the other list of linebackers that is worthy enough to get in front of NFL scouts. Now, moving on, some defensive ends. Now, this young man, Isaiah Chambers from the Nick State. Oh, man. Check this out. 6'5", 251 pounds. This guy, I mean, if anything, he should be on someone's draft board. If not, I'm going to tell you why he should be on someone's draft board. He is a disruptor. I mean, very disruptive. I mean, it's almost like child play for him. Let's look at it. It's just like he's toying with kids out there in the field. He is ferocious. Oh my God. I mean, he's just killing these dudes out there. Man, glad I'm not out there. Great leverage. Off the edge. Know how to get to the inside. Solid speed, especially his closing speed. His closing speed is wicked. Active. Always active. Finishes well. Stay with the play. He never gives up on the play. Very athletic. He has great range, and his length, of course. His length is uncanny. Comes off the snap with explosion. Right from how to get from the dirt, or he was upright. Either way, he's coming off with an explosion. Very instinctive, aggressive, relentless, tremendous upper body strength. Powerful when need, agile, confident, explodes on impact, strong hands. Hey, Isaiah Chambers from the Nick State. Something special. I'm telling you, something special. I'm telling you guys, something very special. All right, moving on to some more solid, some solid players right here on the defensive front. Eric Hanson. I really like this young man from Upper Hour. Yes, Upper Hour. Mr. Hanson, 6'3", 250 pounds. This young man is always engaging. He never takes a play off. High motor, high IQ. This man wants it. He's hungry. He's intense. He's always on fire. Strong hands, solid feet. Always have balance and control. Very consistent in pressure, in putting pressure on quarterbacks. Always show consistency. Good feet, solid leverage. Shed his blocks very well. Fundamentally sound to the T. He's a finisher. Very instinctive. Smart. Can play against the run. Fast. Good. Solid closing speed. High motor. High pursuit. And he always frustrates his opponent. For some reason, somehow he always gets under their skin. Another thing I like about him, he plays harder and he plays faster as the quarters progress. He played in one motor the first quarter, another motor the second, third, and fourth. He just continues to get faster, play harder. This is the type of guy you want to have on your team on the next level. He is a solid rhythm performer. Definitely. Eric Hanson from Upper Hour. Watch out for this young man. I think he had what it takes as well. Now, here we go, folks. Brother jump into some defensive backs. Hey, these defensive backs, man, you can never have enough of defensive backs, especially real good ones. I'm about to name some real good ones right here. Starting with one guy who I'm really high on, Mr. Brandon Easterling. Yes, this man of God who I just see that he's full of faith, full of confidence. I mean, hey, take it for someone like myself. Hey, I'm an elder in my church, Zoey Mccollum. I love the Lord just like this young man does. So we definitely have a bond in there. Really have a bond in there. So we definitely got to make sure this young man get in front of the scouts. But not just because of that, but because he is a legitimate NFL player. I'm going to tell you how. I'm going to tell you why. He is a complete player. Great hands. Great feet. Excellent anticipation, awareness. His vision, my goodness. He sees the field better than a lot of defensive backs in the entire country. He drives with his legs. Good lower body strength. Very savvy. Fundamentally sound. Aggressive, especially towards the ball, as you can see here. Solid on impact. Soft hands. Doesn't play too high. Does not play too low. He knows his spots. He knows where to get to. He provides great run support. Very calculated. Take very calculated risks. Not to put his team in bad situations. Very intelligent. A pure, true student of the game. Played from sideline to sideline. Solid speed. Closed very well. Fiery. Wraps up very well. And his pad level is second to none. Mr. Brandon Easterling from Dayton. Man, definitely have what it takes to get to the next level. Another young man, Cordell Jackson from Austin, Peay. 5'9", 185 pounds. This man that's right at the back, we already know. Look at him. Great hands. Hands. He had to play some kind of offensive position, whether it was in Little League or high school, because he does not catch like a normal defensive back. Great hands, solid leaping ability, great anticipation, awareness, and vision. Good in man-to-man coverage, but he's a little better in playing zone coverages. He also manipulates quarterbacks very well. As you can see here, all these deceptions he has. He always will manipulate the quarterbacks and thinking he's going one way, but forcing them to throw the ball, and then boom, right here, he pops off with the interception. Tracks the ball very well, uses his body very well. Very patient, aggressive to the ball, good pad level, loves contact, great speed for the position, and clearly we see that he is a bona fide playmaker. Cordell Jackson for Austin Peay. Watch out for this young man. He's going to be something else. Now, Nigel Streeter from Indiana, PA. 5'10", 195 pounds. Okay. You can see some of the stuff that he does on the field. He is a pure athlete. A pure athlete. Sells his body to make the play. He is all out to make the play. Plays well, especially in baiting the quarterback to get rid of the ball. He tracks the ball very well. He has solid speed, solid technique. Plays on his toes. He knows how to recover. Good closing speed. Solid technique. Good pad level. Definitely with the NFL, want to make sure that player safety is key. You see how he gets his pads down low, make the solid contact. The Nigel does what he's supposed to do on this field. Very smart, very savvy. Solid technique across the board. Soft hands. He knows how to make plays on the field. This young man definitely have what it takes to get in front of the scouts. Like I said, when they get in front of the scouts, it's on. It's on. And he's one of those players there to watch out for. Nigel Streeter from Indiana, PA. Watch out for that young man. Now, we're going to pause here. We got to pause. You hear this wind that's blowing? Yeah, it's a little crispy day. But that's the wind from Mr. Curtis Anderson from Western Oregon. I mean, look at this young man. The hits that he make, it hurts me. So whenever you hear this wind coming in the NFL, most likely, given the opportunity, it's going to be Mr. Curtis Anderson. Yes, Mr. Curtis Anderson from Western Oregon, 6'2", 190 pounds. a violent hitter. Great pad level, very aggressive. He can blitz well off the edge. Solid speed, especially with his closing speed. Very strong. He's an exceptional linebacker that can play deep and also can play against the pass. Solid anticipation, good hands, solid feet, good situational football is something that he actually gets fired up for. Athletic, very intense, fiery, calculated. He'll gamble in situations, and in most times when he gambles in situations, it's not going to be one of those situations where it's going to cost his team. So he knows when to do it. He's instinctively gifted, patient, and he also patient enough to watch the play develop. And as he quickly progresses, or assesses what's going to happen, that's when you see him make a move. Mr. Curtis Anderson from Western Oregon, someone to watch out for sure. Zoey Mccollum from Sam Houston State, 6'3", 195 pounds. This young man, given the opportunity, can be a legit playmaker on the next level. A legit playmaker. Gets to the ball, pretty much remind me of the hands that Mr. Cordell Jackson has. Had to play some kind of offensive position because he know how to catch very well in the backfield. He has solid tracking technique. His pass is always square. Pad level always decent. Good speed, great hands. Play against the run really good. Anticipation is second to none. Reads offenses. Always have his eyes on the quarterback. Instinctively very physical. Uses his body well. Uses his length appropriately. Always he know how to use his body, which shows that he is on it 100%. Active hands, textbook hitter, excels in goal line situations, solid awareness, knows his spots, intense, and also aggressive to the ball. So Mr. McCollum from Sam Houston State. Sam Houston State has some solid players coming out this year. I hope these scouts are looking out for it because these young men are ready to kick butt on the next level. Now, another young man who I really like here, Mr. Junior Falk from Delta State. Jordan Falk from Delta State, 6'1", 205 pounds. He tracks the ball like a receiver. Another defensive back that plays as if he was a wide receiver at one point in his life. Tracks the ball very well. Good, solid awareness. He's a playmaker. Plays the ball very well. Good speed, good hands, patient, and his cover skills are really, really solid. He can also bait the quarterback, manipulate these quarterbacks to get that ball off, and next thing you know, he make a play towards it. He also brings a physical style to the game. Very strong, very intense. This young man can definitely get in front of scouts to see what he can do, being consistent in his attacks on the field. I think this is something that he has worked on coming into the season, and I think that he is ready to pounce, especially when he gets into those individual workouts with in front of these NFL scouts. Now, last one definitely went to, I believe, a Division III level here. Mr. Jordan Bowie, yes, from Lebanon Valley College. This young man, I tell you, he's special. He named a lot of good defensive backs, but this young man is special. This young man is very calculated. He listens. He follows very well. I saw that he worked on having a good base, support, having his feet spread apart, very balanced. He don't just go for that first move or that double move. He's very instinctive in a lot of ways. He's very aggressive. He's what I consider a pure corner. Very physical, solid ball skills, smart, quick hands, not just active, but his hands are very, very quick. Tracks the ball very well, very intense. He knows where the play is going a lot of times before the receivers know where the play is going. Like, he doesn't know what play is being called. Fundamentally sound, good tackling technique. I think his strength is man-to-man. Man-to-man coverage, he would excel brilliantly. Another thing I like about him that he is fearless, decent pad level, very motivated, very agile. Host, these are some of the players that we have mentioned. Go make sure you guys go to lockerdashport.com and see Who else in this article who was not mentioned only because they had the highlights of some of these players, but there's some other players there to watch out for to get in front of scouts. And I know everyone talks about, oh, there's talent out there in the field. I'm out there for the NFL. Yes, talent is out there. And trust me, I combed the field.
Found anything yet?
I did find something.
Found anything yet? We ain't found.
Oh, watch out. I combed the field. I combed it. I combed the desert. Found some talent out there. So make sure you guys stay locked in. And remember these names. Some of these guys, a few may get drafted. Well, some of them won't get drafted. Most of them won't. But don't be surprised if you hear that name called during the 2022 season of the NFL. My name is Barry Barnes, founder and CEO of Locker-Report.com. Go to the site, check out the site, see. But there's good NFL content that you will not see anywhere else. I guarantee it. Follow me on all my social handles on Twitter at Locker_Report. On Instagram, LockerReport100, all small cast on Facebook, LockerReport.com, and also Locker Talk Podcast on Facebook. And you know,
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
after this great breakdown that talked about these talented players, y'all guys should go ahead and subscribe to Locker Talk on YouTube. Subscribe today. Hey, the channel is moving up. Make sure you guys are part of this movement. Okay, folks, that's just one breakdown of some group of players. You're not finished yet. Stay locked in. We got some more players we got to talk about. Everyone stay blessed.